Hi Scorpio, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are looking at a few things. So we're going to start with important messages for you. We are going to look at career and finances, and I will draw a couple of cards in regard to romantic love as well. So please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that. We are running a competition at the moment as well. So everyone that does leave a comment on one of my videos, you will go in the draw for a free personal reading as well. This week we are using the Oracle of Shadows and Light. Our main Lenormand deck, we have the Blackbird Lenormand. And then I do have those beautiful heart-shaped lovers oracle as well. You can probably see we do have a little guest today. My little boy sitting there chilling. As always, when he's in the videos, sometimes he does, run off and whatnot as well. So just bear with us if he does do that. I'll try not to allow myself to get distracted, because he's usually straight off into something, of course. But getting into it for you today, Scorpio. Scorpio, important messages for Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to be aware of right now? Okay, so the first card we have for you is the Faceless Ghosts and the Haunted Girl energy. That does talk about ghost people. For some of you, I'm kind of straight away, I'm hearing getting ghosted or ghosting somebody, that sort of stuff. I'm also hearing some other messages here in regard to the ghosts of the past still haunting you here, Scorpio. So there's this energy of, thinking about people that are no longer currently in your life. Not that they are, actual ghosts or anything like that. More so along the lines of it's like the ghosts that haunt you, the things that haunt you, I'm hearing like the ghosts that keeps you up at night, the things that for some of you, these ghosts are things like, oh, I wish I had done this thing differently. And the ghost of, what could have been, what should have been, that's what's haunting you here, Scorpio. For others of you, there may definitely be some of you here who are actually, involved in some more spiritual aspects who may actually, because I'm hearing out of that movie, I see dead people. So I'm hearing that as well. So some of you that may be a little bit more spiritual tone coming through there as well. But we also have the strangely lonely. Okay, that says holding on way too tight. So for some of you, yeah, this is definitely, being haunted by what I could have done differently, what I should have done differently, this energy of something that I've lost and it's still sort of haunting me, holding on to that past energy quite tightly here, Scorpio. And it does talk about loneliness as well, that for some of you, you may be holding on to things that have happened in the past, just because it makes you feel less alone. I'm kind of getting the energy here of somebody that is, wanting to hold on to something from the past because, it's you would rather be with somebody in your life, even if you know it's not the right situation for you, rather than be totally alone and having to do everything, completely independently by yourself there. So holding on a little bit too tight to that energy here, Scorpio. But we'll delve into that a little bit with the Lenormand. Okay, faceless ghosts and strangely lonely for our Scorpios, please. What's going on for Scorpio? Yeah, I'm sort of still feeling that past kind of energy here. I'm just wanting to get one more just to clarify that that first card. Clarify that first card for Scorpio, please. Yeah, so on the bottom of the deck, I do have the ring followed by the letter and the U energy. Okay, so it does feel as though you yourself are kind of waiting on some, and then it's got past energy coming through here as well. So um, it feels as though for a lot of you, Scorpio, waiting on some sort of communication, waiting on I want to say things to make sense in regard to the past, waiting for someone to come back from the past. You know, especially to when it comes to relationships for a lot of you here, it is feeling as though you are the one that's wanting some sort of relationship communication. But you know, I feel as though you know you've been ghosted or you know that communication has disappeared, dissipated. Um, you know, and it's kind of you. I'm still getting that energy of being haunted by what could have been rather than what currently is. We do have the rider coming through first and foremost for you here, Scorpio, which I have clarified with the bear energy. So with that rider, once again, we're seeing you kind of, you know, hoping for something to, you know, someone to come on in, that knight in shining armor to come and save the day for you here, Scorpio. But, you know, regardless of gender, it's that kind of energy of wanting that knight to come forward and you know, bring you good news. Good news. I'm back. You know, I'm not going to just haunt you anymore. I'm actually back to help you combat this loneliness that you've been holding on to my energy. So here I am. I'm kind of getting that energy here. And we do have that clarified by the bear. So it's kind of talking about you're trying to, I feel for a lot of you, you're trying to nurture that energy. You're trying to, you know, be strong because you feel as though that energy is definitely on its way. I kind of keep getting this similar sort of message here that you know you're trying to protect yourself by telling yourself that it's okay. They're going to come back. They're going to show up. It's not over yet. I keep getting that kind of message here. Um, the bear clarifying that rider kind of shows us that it's a very protective, defensive kind of energy that this is your way of kind of putting up your defenses. You're wanting someone to come and cross that boundary. You're wanting that boundary to be crossed and have this person sort of come on back so that you can nurture this energy. So that's kind of what I'm getting is that you're just sort of nurturing and protecting this energy within yourself, involving this past energy. um it's kind of like, yeah, you know, especially with seeing that they're holding on way too tight, you are holding on to that energy and nurturing that energy and not letting it go. You know, there's part of you that is, you know, trying to pull that energy back towards you, regardless of what's happened, you know, whether that someone has ghosted you or whether we're looking at, you know, somebody from the past, those sorts of things. You know, we are seeing this energy of you trying to pull that energy back towards you, even if you're only doing that subconsciously here, Scorpio, because we do see the next two cards I've got the fox coming through with the moon. All right. So the moon, I feel, really is talking about you yourself here, that you, you know, are very emotionally sensitive to this person, and any changes in the energy, you're kind of really picking up on those, you know, and maybe a little bit up in your emotions, you know, when it comes to this person. Um, with that fox energy there, I do feel as though this is going both ways, because it is this person in some senses, but then in other senses, this is you. You here, we're seeing you here, you know, trying to survive, just trying to survive with the emotions, trying to get through these emotions and just sort of, you know, put one foot in front of the other and survive. And that's why you're kind of protecting this hope that this person is sort of going to come in like a knight in shining armor and you know, come back to save the day kind of energy, because this is your way of kind of protecting yourself and surviving and getting through the hard emotions that you're feeling. I feel like there's a part of you that's kind of avoiding the true emotions of what's going on here. You're rather than facing this, you're protecting that energy, holding that, very close to yourself here, because you know you're trying to. I feel like there's this energy of you're trying to avoid the reality of the situation, Scorpio, holding on too tightly to what you're wanting, and what you wish, and what's haunting you, rather than actually facing the emotions that it has brought up within yourself. That fox energy as this person, it kind of shows us that this person is, there's this element that this person may have somehow deceived you or tricked you. It's not full out deception, but it's somebody who more, they're telling you what they think that you want to hear. They're saying whatever they have to say to, get you on side, but this person is really only acting out of their own self-interest. And it's somebody who plays games. It definitely could be somebody who's a bit of a player, type energy as well. And you're allowing yourself to allow the emotions for this person, and protect the energy of wanting this person to come back around, that you're not facing the reality of this person off in their own independence and only worrying about their own needs, because I'm not seeing your needs being met here, Scorpio. You're avoiding kind of facing your own needs. It's all in the name of protecting yourself. Okay, I can definitely see that. You are trying to protect yourself here emotionally, and that's why you're holding on too tight, because I feel for a lot of you maybe just not quite ready to fully face what the reality of this situation is for you here. I'm just going to get. I just want to know, what's going to happen with this situation, all right? Because I'm not seeing anything from this person other than them sort of standing alone in their own independence. What comes next for this situation for Scorpio, please? What comes next? Yeah, so we have the clouds and then the anchor. All right, so we do see you really overthinking this energy here, and overthinking this, and allowing it to sort of drag you down under the surface a little bit here. We're seeing clouded judgment, clouded emotions. You're putting yourself into confusion here a little bit, Scorpio, and it is going to start to kind of hold you into a stuck kind of energy. The more that the tighter that you're holding on to this energy, the more that is actually going to hold you back, and confuse your judgment, and really bring about things like anxiety and depression. All right, so it's kind of talking about, rather than allowing this to hold you back, the anchor really does let us know that you can actually face this challenge and know that every now and then we do hit rough seas, but you have this anchor of security and stability within you. If you've had to deal with this, if you've had to face this, if you had to face, we've all had to face certain things in our past, and getting through those things, we then know in the future that we can use those things to anchor us. So it's really talking about, anchoring yourself at the moment with the things that you can rely on. All right, so I'm feeling a strong pull here to, that there's going to be a lot of friends and family support that you may need to sort of ask to rely on at this current time here, with this emotional stuff. Of course, with any reading, if it's not resonating, you're more than welcome to flip it or check other placements as well. But it is just coming through as you being in a little bit of not trying to avoid dealing with your emotions at the moment, Scorpio, but We'll move on to career and finances. That does seem to be, very muchly connected to, a relationship around you in the past here. So we'll move on to career and finances for you. See if we can, change the mood up a little bit for you here, Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio. What's going on for Scorpio with career? And what's going on for Scorpio with finances? Finances for our Scorpios. Clarify finances for Scorpio. Clarify. Okay, so is this why we're still holding on to this past energy, Scorpio? Because I am seeing them and the dog energy clarified by the mice energy here. With the mice clarifying that, like, I do feel for a lot of you, this dog energy and then them, this may actually be this same person we've just spoken about from the past energy. The mice really does talk about, past loss, something that you've lost in the past. But I'm kind of feeling as though there's something tied up for you financially with that, and a loss. Okay, it's coming through as some sort of financial loss that you have suffered because of them, because you were loyal to them, because you were, trying to be supportive and understanding towards them. You were a good friend here, regardless of whether this was friend or love or whatever. You being a good friend to them, or being loyal to them, or compassionate towards them, it's left you in a loss financially here. And that's probably for a lot of you why it's sort of, haunting you a little bit here, because you're still having to face the financial issues that have come through from this person's energy. With the mice there, I am getting that for one or two of you. You may not be aware of this, but I feel like for some of you, that mice energy can sometimes talk about theft. Okay, things being taken from you. So there may, for some of you, be this energy of someone has stolen money from you, or stolen, material items from you, because when we're looking at finances, it's I'm seeing you with that dog energy. You're being loyal. You're trying to do the best thing for everyone. You're trying to look after everything, everyone. But you have maybe spent a little bit too much money on somebody else, and their needs and wants rather than your own. And it's kind of put you at a loss. So some of you may still just be recovering financially from a past situation here. I'm just going to get one more for that for you, Scorpio. Near future for Scorpio with finances. Yeah, so we do have the tree for the near future. So there will be growth, okay? And you will start being able to, focus more on yourself. The tree is more about yourself and a growth and, a lot more permanence and things like that. So we will see financial growth in the near future for you. So whatever's going on for you financially, currently you may feel as though you're at a bit of a loss. You may feel as though you've lost out on something financially here, but we will be experiencing some sort of growth financially in the near future. When it comes to your career, we do have the child and the mountain. Okay, so the mountain, a lot of the time, the mountain does talk about obstacles that you've been facing or have or are going to face, but I'm not actually getting that for you with your career here, especially with the child, because the child really does talk about new beginnings, that potential growth coming through in the future. A child has a long way to grow before adulthood, and I'm kind of getting that there's some new energy coming through in your career where, you're having the opportunity to grow further into this career or into that, specific thing within your career here. And the mountain, I'm feeling, rather than talking about obstacles, it's actually talking about hard work. So and perseverance, your determination. So I do feel as though career is actually a really good place for you to be focusing on at the moment, Scorpio, especially any new opportunities or new beginnings that you're experiencing, within your career sphere. So, that can just be the smallest things too. Sometimes it's about, doing things in a new kind of way, looking at work as though, oh, this is a brand new adventure. I'm going to face these challenges head on. And we really see you doing that here with the mountain, talking about hard work and perseverance and determination, that you've got this determination to grow this child into a full-blown adult here. And I do feel as though you will be experiencing a lot of growth within your career. Okay, so that's feeling actually really positive for you. I feel like that's something that you probably should be focusing on at the moment is your career, rather than all this other stuff that's going on for you here that's trying to hold you down a little bit, all this other stuff. But the more that you allow yourself to feel at the moment, Scorpio, rather than overthinking things, is going to really work in your favor. But we'll have a look at romantic love. Okay, Scorpio and romantic love. Romantic love for our Scorpios. One more. Romantic love for Scorpio. Okay, oh, I actually had 3 fall out. I thought that was just one. Okay, but we have this card here. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. Okay, so holding on too tightly to, I made the wrong choice, I did the wrong thing, I was right, I was wrong. Holding on too much to that is going to hold you back a little bit here. Every choice that you have made expands your understanding and your ability to learn more about the way that you love, what's going on for you in love. We also have criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. So it's kind of letting us know that there's something about the past that you're needing to accept in order to start moving forward here with love and relationships. And I'm feeling for you, Scorpio, that's criticizing yourself will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept yourself as you are, and your relationship with yourself will magically transform. All right, so stop criticizing yourself. Get out of that, get out of your head when it comes to, oh, if only I did this, if only I did that, trying to overthink the whole situation, trying to overthink and hold on too tightly is actually going to lead you to further unhappiness here. But we also have playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun, and remember, love is the greatest healer. All right, so I am feeling that coming through with that child energy as well, because the child energy does talk about that, that child sense of playfulness as well. So I'm feeling that for a lot of you, the focusing on the career and focusing on your playfulness and your ability to move forward in your career, and having fun with that journey, with your career, is actually going to really help you, heal other areas of your life. Just, even though it's, if you're focusing on one thing, career, it's actually going to have this sort of butterfly effect on other areas of your life where it'll help you heal. Okay, so that's what I have for you today, Scorpio. You are more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. Please subscribe to the channel. Make sure you leave a comment if you want to go in the draw for that free personal reading, but hopefully I'll see you all again soon.